got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Back to 59. It's on field. Race don't trap. Yep.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now throwing on first down and completing it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 13. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10. That's complete to Jeffrey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You ready? You ready? You ready? Say.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Tight dog. Protein spill. Jim.
To throw, Mayfield. That is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Jets.
Let's go now. 8, read. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, New York.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Here we go.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Red! 10 Tucson. I know he ain't got enough. Delta.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Let's go.
Second and 13.
You got it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Next the score, Jets 7, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On first and 10, Mayfield. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2nd and 9 now. That will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watch the whip. Hurry!
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Taywan Taylor, 99 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
3, 2, 18, chopper.
Second down and inches. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Second and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll set up to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, New York.
Set. 70 in. No. Oh, yeah. Go. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's got the hook up with Conley. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up second and 2.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a handoff. Johnson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey. Regular. Hurry.
Now Mayfield. Oh, look at the juke. He finds Taylor. Complete. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. A 28-yard gain. First down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taywan Taylor, an even 90 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Caught here by Conley. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Jets 17.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 33.
52's the mic.
Hey, high 7. My God.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Cooper's got it. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Run. Up. 52. 6-man.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now it's him carry for Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
You ready?
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll drop the throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Check, 59. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Check 59, Mike.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Pats, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets,